Welcome everybody, and today we're taking a look at the first film in the Into the Forest Folktales at DEFA box set from Eureka, and it is 1955's The Devil from Mill Mountain. So this is directed by Herbert Bowman, who I've not seen anything else from before, and that is par for the course for all of the directors in this box set. But nonetheless, this is a fantasy film that clocks in at 83 minutes long, and there's only one cast member that I've seen anything else from before, but it is someone that we've talked about many a time before because he has been in numerous box sets that Eureka have released, and that is Werner Peters. So he was in the Rack and Ruin, the Rubble film at DEFA box set, as he was in the Blum Affair. Then he was in the Mabusa Lives box set, as he was in a few of the films in that one: The Thousand Eyes of Dr. Mabusa, The Return of Dr. Mabusa, The Invisible Dr. Mabusa, and Scotland Yard Hunts Dr. Mabusa. But he was also in The Terror in the Fog, the Wallace Crimi at CCC box set via The Curse of the Yellow Snake, The Phantom of Soho, and The Racetrack Murders. And finally, he was in the Adventure Calls Carl May at CCC box set in Through Wild Kurdistan. So, yeah, several box sets there. Obviously, he's been in other films outside of those box sets, like 36 Hours and The Counterfeit Traitor. But, you know, it's mostly his East and West German films that I've seen most from him. But nonetheless, a greedy miller attracts the ire of forest spirits when he and his accomplices disguise themselves as demons to burn down a rival mill that farmers used for processing their grain. Without their mill, the farmers must now rely on the millman's services. When the farmhand Anna uncovers the millman's crimes, he swiftly detains her and a young miller called Jorg. The forest spirits have a different plan, however, and they free the young couple with the charge to rebuild the ruined forest mill and turn things around for the villagers. So even though this isn't without its fantasy elements, you know, you got those forest spirits, for instance, they don't turn up a whole heap in this, and ultimately they are not the main focus of the film. But what is here makes for a predominantly engaging effort in spite of that. I really love the colour palette of this film. I'm not sure if it's the type of film that was used or just generally the production or whatnot, but yeah, the colour palette of the film is absolutely excellent. The cinematography is great. Its themes are well realised. You know, the common man rising up against the people that are trying to suppress them and such, which is definitely a kind of theme in like East German films, especially during the Cold War. The pacing is also on point. The cast is good. The production is charmingly executed, especially when it comes to a couple of miniatures, and the score is serviceable. But yeah, I would just wish the fantasy element played a much larger role in this. Yes, the forest spirits are there, but they only really guide our characters in certain respects and provide in a couple of objects in certain ways to help them along, but they don't play as big of a role as you might expect. So yeah, definitely has its fantasy elements to it, but nowhere near as fantasy orientated as I imagine the rest of the films in this box set are. But nonetheless, yeah, gets a 3.5 out of 5. So like with all of the films in this release, the artwork is new and it's been done by Carly AF. Also has a 1080p HD presentation from a restoration by the DEFA Foundation. It's got the original German soundtrack, no optional English soundtrack for this one, although there are for 2 films in the box set overall. And yeah, in terms of the subtitles, they are optional English, but they have also been newly translated for this release as well. And in terms of extras on the disc that are specific, or at least look specific to this release as itself, there is a new audio commentary on the film by film historian Michael Brook. And then we've also got DEFA and the Devil, a new video essay on the depiction of the devil in folk tales from the Brothers Grimm to DEFA by film and literature scholar Mary Going. So yeah, they're the only ones that's are seemingly specific to this. When it comes to the film overall and the box set overall and reviewing it as a whole to see, you know, ranking the films and such, I'll go through all the other extras that aren't specific to any one film in that video. But yeah, nonetheless, a decent amount of extras for the film itself, and yeah, the film overall is a solid start to this box set, and yeah, definitely better than some of the films that we've looked at from DEFA or CCC in previous box sets as well. So yeah, hopefully the quality is maintained or, you know, improves along the way. But nonetheless, it is a good start to the box set, and yeah, it gives insight into maybe what the rest of the box set is going to be like. And yeah, so the next film in the box set that we'll be looking at is forgotten now. The Singing Ringing Tree, which shares the same disc as this film as well. So yeah, look forward to seeing that one and then talking about it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching. If you have seen The Devil from Mill Mountain before, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.